There's a reason feminists are obsessed and cannot stop talking about the apparent supposed sexual objectification of women by men. And the reason is, that's what they're doing to you all the time. Did you think manspreading was about space on a subway train or a bus? No. It's about your genitals and their complete inability to stop obsessing about your genitals. Hey everybody, this is John the Other, obviously. I have been thinking about the whole microaggressions rhetoric and ideology that has emerged coming out against men. You know, like microaggressions. These are things that you just, little body gestures or ways of speaking or ways of standing or the way that you sit on public transit that are comfortable and natural, and that ideologues, crazy people, have decided to like fixate on and go, you're aggressing, you're being violent, you're being oppressive or something. Microaggressions. And of course micro because it's something so small that in a normal conversation, a normally sane person would go, you're attributing meaning and intention to something that doesn't have meaning or intention. You know, like the way I'm sitting, you can't see it, but my legs are spread because it's comfortable. And I was looking at the broader feminist enterprise of, you know, shaming and attacking and excoriating men for all their various micro-transgressions, and saying to myself, well, that is itself a form of aggression. It's a covert aggression. It's an endless attack on your person, on your sense of self, on your self-worth, and so on your identity. And the manspreading issue came up, and I have just realized, I have just today realized that it's actually worse than I thought. I was thinking that the anti-manspreading ideology and rhetoric was a covert form of aggression and hostility against men based on, you know, sitting in a natural, comfortable way. In fact, it's worse. Manspreading is offensive, apparently, because to the viewer, to the feminist mind, sitting with your legs apart, buckle your seatbelt here, is you putting your genitals on display. This is an ideology so obsessed with genitalia that a man sitting comfortably on public transit is in the mind of the viewer, in the mind of the offended feminist, a guy flopping his dick and balls out. And I know that this is true because in response to the microaggression of manspreading, some feminists have decided that they are going to put their genitals on display in the form of embroidered female genitalia on handbags and purses and other carry-on luggage type stuff, which they call vagina. I was mistaken, they're not called vagina carry-on, they're called pussy pouches. And they claim that it is men who sexually objectify women. They're obsessed with your genitals. Manspreading is about them thinking you're putting your cock and balls on display. For real. I couldn't have made this up. So the topic that I thought that this video was going to be about was female aggression. It turned out I was wrong. That it wasn't that the manspreading issue isn't about female aggression. Although the ideological and, you know, social media and now legal activism against men sitting naturally, which they now call manspreading, very much is a systematic female aggression towards men. It is straight up aggression, masking as victimhood. And I think it's really time for men, MGTOW men, MRM men, just guys who are tired of the nonsense, to start waking up and realizing that female aggression is expressed differently than male aggression. Usually it's covert, usually it's masked behind victimhood or behind a complaint of, I don't know, oppression or, you know, having your feelings hurt or something. And here's a question. What is the world going to look like when men all are socialized to recognize female aggression and female violence when they see it? Because right now, most of them can't. So what's the world going to look like? Anyway, thanks very much for listening, and as always, have a lovely day.